Weatherell here. I am going to explain or do a few problems using rationalize the denominator. So looking at this example here, I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this as radical 7 times radical 2. That gives me my 14 over radical 7 times 5. Notice that I have the same factor here, so I can mark it off. That's why I simplified first. So now I have radical 2 over radical 5. You cannot have a denominator in your answer. So all you do is whatever that denominator is, you write it on top and on the bottom of a fraction. That is equal to 1. So all you do is take that denominator and write it like that over itself. When you multiply, you go straight across. So I get radical 10 over with radical 25. So radical 5 times radical 5 is radical 25, which is radical 10 over 5. So there's your answer. Now the shortcut you can do here is if you have a radical 5, sorry my radical's messed up there, times a radical 5, in essence all you're doing is taking away the radicals and you're just left with 5. So if you understand that your denominator is going to be that 5, then you can jump to that shortcut. If not, then go ahead and do it like I originally said. So I want to do a couple more problems here to make sure you're getting a good understanding. Let's look at number 5 here. So again, I cannot have a radical in my denominator. So I've got 42, but I know that 7 is a factor of 42. So I'm going to go ahead and separate these out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write it underneath. I'm going to do radical 7 times radical 6. And then I can see right away that my radical 7's cross off. Cannot simplify the 7/12 right now, so I'm just going to bring that over. So 7 up top, and I've got 12 radical 6 on the bottom. We cannot have a radical in the denominator. So all you need is the radical. You don't need to take the 12 with it. So I'm going to take my radical 6. I'm going to multiply radical 6, because that's the radical that's in the denominator, over radical 6. This is called rationalize the denominator. Really fancy term. I feel like I'm some kind of astronaut. Rationalize the denominator. Anyway, all right, so doing that, multiply straight across. I know I get sidetracked sometimes. So 7 radical 6, and then multiplying, I know that these two is radical 36, which is 6. 6 times 12 is, let's see, 6 is, hang on, can't do it all in my head sometimes. So 6 times 12, okay, 72, that's right. So 72. And I know that 7, hang on. I know that 7 is not a factor of 72, so that's my answer there. 7 radical 6 over 72, sorry. That's your answer. And one more. All right, on number 7, I cannot simplify first. I can't simplify 2 and the 11, so I'm going to have to go ahead and just start working that out. I need to rationalize the denominator. I need to get that radical 7 out of the denominator. To do that, you take that radical 7 and put it over itself, called rationalize the denominator. Now, multiplying straight across, remember the outside numbers, you multiply for 12, the inside 2 times 11, which is 22. I can multiply those together because my indexes are the same. Then on the bottom, I know that radical 11 times a radical 11 is radical 121, or just 11. So I've got 9 times 11 on the bottom, and 9 times 11 is 99. Now I'm looking to see for a common factor here. So I know that 3 will definitely go into 12. So let me see, simplify by 3, I get 4. And 99 divided by 3 is your 33, of course. So your final answer is 4 radical 22 over 33. And that's all there is to it. All you need to do is take that radical in the bottom, make a fraction with it, a numerator and denominator, that same radical, and multiply and simplify.